I just told my mom I was taking a nap and not to bother me. And that if my shelter friend called, to tell her that I accidentally dialed her number, but I'm shutting my phone off and taking a nap. I was gonna go for my power walk. I was gonna take the dogs for a walk. I told my mom the truth. I've actually had D, I'm not gonna say what, for D for days now, but I thought, it was caused just by nerves, or who knows, I don't know. Ever since I spent hours on Monday just talking with my cousin and being triggered, I've been deeply, deeply depressed. Even in regards to her telling me how dangerous it is to be single nowadays, because it's so dangerous to be, a sexually active human being, a person when you're single. It's just another thing, another thing to worry about. Another thing that makes me want to drink just so I can not think at all. I've had periodic D for days now. But when I just told my mom I don't feel good, it's not really physical, it's mental. I already know how dangerous this world is, And talking with my cousin, she suffered similar things. Not the same things, but it's, all dysfunctional childhoods, when they're severely dysfunctional, involving, abuse and alcoholism and mental illness, one or two or all three of those things, or just feeling unloved, feeling, just alienated, and, all dysfunctional childhoods share similarities, And then everybody's different, so it's all different too. One person can suffer sexual abuse as a kid, another one physical, another one psychological, I also found out my cousin's been raped. She didn't get into details, but I've been raped on more than one occasion. And as far as I'm concerned, not that I deserved it, but the way I was, it was my own fault, the way I was behaving back then. Engaging in self-destructive behavior on a regular basis. It was as natural to me as breathing, to get shit-faced ahead of time at home, to be sneaking and drinking right on the train. I didn't drive, remember, so I walked to the train station. Even in California, drinking on the bus to Hollywood, But, to kiss, I've always known that even kissing somebody's a risk. It just sucks. It just fucking sucks. Especially sucks for me because I'm all fucked up and I'm I can't have a regular boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, I don't want to be touched, I'm sorry, maybe batteries are satisfying to some women, but no. I want to feel somebody else's hands on me. And she actually told me something I don't know, couldn't fucking believe, didn't want to believe. But she's smart, and she asked questions. I'm like, you gotta fucking be kidding me, on top of everything else. You know how most members of the population, I heard it was like 90%. I know I get them, and they're not the sexual kind, you know, they're the one, whatever it is that's not the sexual kind of cold sore. I get them every once in a while, fortunately not very often. But everyone I've ever known in my life gets cold sores, I think, every once in a while. My mom does, because, you know what I mean? My cousin told me, I'm like, you've got to fucking be kidding me. On top of everything else, I have to worry about being single and whatnot, you know? I have to worry about that. I have to worry about meeting up with the wrong guy, you know? Which happens more often than you want to think about. I recently read Gavin de Becker's Gift of Fear once, and then another, like half of it again, you know. One of my shelter friends, my first one, had recommended I read that book. I finally read it a few months ago. And I'm glad I did. It's just everything's such a risk in this life. I don't want to be here. Anyway, quickly. This kind of non-sexual sore, if you do something to somebody else, I don't want my video to get flagged. It changes. I'm like, are you kidding me? Please tell me you're joking. Please tell me you're joking. I mean, everyone practically gets these kind of sores, and apparently if you do certain things to another person and you have that kind, it changes to the sexual kind in them, in that spot that you do certain things to them. Just another thing. I'm like, you gotta fucking be kidding me. I'm like, are you sure? She's like, yeah. 25% of the population has some sort of STD. 25%. 25%. That's a lot. That's a lot. My cousin told me there are certain things that people have they don't even know that they have. Apparently, whatever HPV is, I don't know, men don't even know they have it, but they can still spread it. Women, it lie dormant forever, so it doesn't even show up on tests. I recently, several months ago, I got tested for everything. When I went on Mass Health, okay, I am clean as a fucking baby. Clean as a baby. My cousin pointed out a reality. 25% of the population has some sort of STD. And it's just, really, you're taking your chances nowadays to have any kind. You can't just think. You know, like this guy I'm meeting on Sunday for my safe public massage. Hopefully meeting on Sunday that's not going to involve any kind of anything except me being pampered. I'll fucking pay him. He says to me, yeah, I know. I'm STD free and HIV negative, and I always use a condom. Yeah. People are under the misconception that nothing can happen with other kinds of sex, you know. And my cousin just forced my eyes wide open. It's just another thing to upset me. It's Russian roulette. Yes, 3 days ago, learned something new I didn't want to learn. I didn't want to know. And that's why I was flabbergasted. I'm like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. And apparently there's a new strain of gonorrhea that responds to no antibiotics at all. Cousin said it's a result of people like going on antibiotics and not finishing them or whatnot, whatever. It's a resistant strain of gonorrhea, responds to no antibiotics, so you get that and it can't be cleared up. It'll just be like the H thing, you know, that's incurable. You get it and you have it for the rest of your fucking life. And there's no solution. It's the world I live in. I can't even be blessed with at least, like most people, you know, I'm not thinking about it either. Fucking hair, shit, this fucking shit. You know? Nope. Have to discuss these things with any potential partner because it's just a dangerous world we live in. I was reading in Woman's Health. Do you think men are callous? I was reading in Woman's Health. I don't know. 3 years ago. It's back when I was in California. Women sat there and admitted that they would know they had a certain type of STD, apparently a curable type or whatever, I don't know. It had to have been a curable type, but still. And they wouldn't tell the guy because they wanted to get sex. They wouldn't tell him. These are women admitting this. And I just can't imagine doing something like that. Knowing I have an STD and just because I want sex or I want to be touched, I'm not going to tell my partner. Any person that I might sleep with or I might meet up, and it's just, oh, it's just callous. It's just, that was in Women's Health magazine, or Health magazine, Women's Health or Health, just like 3 years ago or something. So you could probably find it if you wanted to. Articles blew my mind. It's scary to be single. This day and age, it's terrifying. But when I wasn't single, I was in an abusive relationship that just destroyed my self-esteem and in the end caused me to just want to fucking die. I mean, I did die inside. I was with Donald. I just didn't die literally. And there's no solution. no solution. I just want to sleep. Shelter friends like, you better be careful, Laura, you're gonna slip into depression. I've started hiding things from her, you know, because she'll... And I don't want to be a downer, and I don't want to hear her say, you know, you just need to stop thinking about things so much and be different and not be so angry. And just want to sleep. Just want to fucking sleep. I'm gonna hopefully be touched on Sunday. And per what I told him was perfectly fine with me and even desired by me, he's also going to periodically kiss my neck and nibble on my ears and lick my ears and talk dirty in my ear. And I'm already hot for him, and it's going to be exciting. He not only has my 3 bare minimum basic requirements when it comes to what I require, you know, what I want physically in a man, which is he has to be at least my height of 5'9.5" in bare feet, has to be not significantly overweight, fat, obese, whatever, you know, a little 10 pounds or something's not a big deal, you know, a little belly, whatever. So I'm not looking for a 6-pack, I'm just looking for not a big gut kind of guy. So I bust my ass to keep mine from being that way ever the fuck again. Clean shaven. Little sexy stubble's okay, but that no beard, no mustache. This guy meets all 3 of those, and he's fucking really good looking. So, and we'll see if it happens. I left the ball in his court. I wanted to do it last week, and he couldn't do it. Oh well, I thought he was blowing me off and we would never do it. And he talked about doing it this weekend. I was surprised. So we'll see. Something little I want. I can afford it. I can afford to pay him. Same as I could afford to get a regular massage that hurts. Regular massage, but you know, that's not what I want. I want a semi-sensual massage that takes place in public, like on the beach, where I know I'll be safe. Safely touched, safely, and nothing will be expected of or demanded from me. I won't have to give anything I don't want to give. I don't have to worry about any of it. That's the beauty of it. My selfish gift to myself. I ain't telling this guy that I'm planning on taking off for a month or 2.